How are you feeling? Is it too cold for you?
Yes, the weather is getting colder, so my body still needs to adapt, but everything else is going fine.
You came here since 19th of August, and could you already say something about Lithuanian football?
First of all, I noticed that Lithuanian football still has a lot of potential. In some ways they already are on the right track, but in some ways also we need to do some things slightly different in order to reach the goal.
What's your impression about the boys who are already in the project?
First of all, I notice all players are very keen and motivated to learn and to improve. In training in the past 4 or 5 weeks, I see already players make big improvements, so this is very satisfying. However, for next season, more players are likely to join, so every player, current member and future members, they need to work hard for their spots for next season. First of all, we have high intensity training, so a lot of ball touches, not a lot of waiting, they're always playing football. Secondly, we focus on technical, tactical and player development principles. So because of this, players will develop individually but also team tactically. And finally, we also will compete with international teams to see what is our level compared to other countries.
Why do you think other clubs are not very positive about much closer cooperation?
In football countries, the most important thing are players. Always they work for players to make players better. The coach is just one of the tools the players receive. And every coach is always happy when one of the players can move to a more professional club or more professional environment. So they are very proud of this if they can reach something like this. I feel the mindset here is a lot different. And I think this is also maybe something we need to change in order to make players, to improve players more.
A coach who starts to train a boy continues to train him till adults football, till kid becomes an adult. Why it is bad situation in your opinion?
First of all, you can compare this with school. A kindergarten teacher will not be primary school teacher, will not be a secondary school or university teacher. There will always be specialists in one area, and this is normal. If a kindergarten teacher suddenly goes also to university, become a university teacher, this would be crazy. But in football here, we do the same thing and we accept this. I don't understand why. It's very important that we are creating specialists in every age group, specialist coaches in every age group. Secondly, every coach has his own style, and for some players, some coaching styles fit better than others. So for them it's good to sometimes switch, because if you're always with one coach for your whole career that's not fitting your playing style or coaching style, then it's more difficult to improve.
Till what date you and the club is planning to select full team members?
So now we're still working on scouting and trial trainings, but we hope beginning of November to have 80% of the team finished. And the aim is to get middle of November to have the full team selected.
In conclusion, what could be advices about how to improve the level of Lithuanian football?
I think for Lithuanian football it's very important that we make improvements step by step. I think the first steps are made, for example, with the Anderlecht project. I think this is a very good thing. I also noticed that many coaches are keen to improve and to learn from foreign coaching philosophies. So I think maybe the next step should be to improve coaches, because they can improve more children.